Hey, my name is Christian Ramirez, and welcome to my channel Transcendence. On today's episode, we're going to be going over vibration. What is vibration? Everything in the universe is vibrating. Everything is made up of energy. This energy is what makes up the material world. I'm sure in school you heard that atoms make up everything. But at the same time, atoms are made up of 99.99% of empty space. Atoms are always in motion. And depending on the speed at which they are oscillating is what changes their appearance to be either solid, liquid, or gas. Thoughts are also vibrations. What you think about, you manifest in your life because your thoughts are vibrating at a specific vibrational frequency, and like vibration attracts like vibration. Also, what you put out is what you get back. Or my favorite, that which is likened to itself is drawn. You attract what you think about into your life like a magnet. Nothing is truly solid. Anything that appears solid is the result of an underlying vibration. And we are literally looking at music all around us because everything is sound. There are many different kinds of oscillating energy in the electromagnetic spectrum. We have visible light, radio waves, gamma rays, infrared, and so on. Humans, for the most part, can only see 1% of this spectrum, just 1%. This is changing, however, because there are more and more people becoming capable of seeing beyond the 1%, such as the ability to see auras and other energy phenomenon. According to string theory, everything in the universe is made up of one-dimensional oscillating objects called strings. These are the smallest things in the universe, and everything vibrates with these strings at a particular frequency. If you have a car that's red, it is literally vibrating at a different frequency than a car that is blue. Red is a much slower wavelength than the color green, which is a much higher vibrational frequency wavelength. This is why it also makes it easier to see black holes. And I don't know if any of you have seen that famous image of the black hole with the light going into it, but the light is red. It's of a reddish hue, and because red is a slower wavelength, it's a lot easier to see as it goes into the black hole. The mediums and connecting with spirits, they often describe, like John Holland, they often describe that a medium's job is to raise their vibrational frequency to meet the spirits that are lowering their vibrational frequency to meet in the middle. And that's how mediumship happens. That's how communication occurs. Because spirits or your deceased loved ones are in a higher dimensional frequency realm. So everything is vibrating at a much higher frequency than it is down here. Down here in the physical plane, everything is much denser and a much lower vibrational frequency. In order to do that, they have to increase their vibration by focusing on things such as love or have loving thoughts, because love is a much higher vibrational frequency than fear, which is a much lower vibrational frequency. There was an instance where a medium was trying to connect with a loved one for someone who was a skeptic, and she was pouting and she had her arms crossed and she didn't want to open up, and the medium had a very tough time connecting with her spouse who was on the other side. So in order to connect, she told the woman, if you could please, just for a moment at least, can you focus on the most loving thought you have of your husband? So that way, if you open up, I can maybe make this connection, because I'm not getting a connection right now. And as soon as the woman started to let go, release, and focus on more loving thoughts on who she had lost, that's when the medium was able to make a more solid connection, because that's how it works. Love transcends all dimensions. Everything in this dimension is made up of light, and when you slow this light down and consciousness interacts with it, it collapses into what we know as solid matter. If things can vibrate at different frequencies, there very well may be something that's vibrating at a certain frequency, like a planet, a being, or anything else, and we wouldn't be able to perceive it or touch it or feel it because it's at a much higher frequency than the frequency we're currently at and the frequency we currently reside in. Think of it kind of like a fan or a blade. If you actually saw a fan spinning, at first you would see it, but as it starts to spin faster and faster and faster, eventually it would look like the fan was standing completely still. And if it goes faster than that, it would be completely invisible to us, because now it is spinning so fast that it is imperceptible to the naked eye. Here's another analogy for this. Let's say we're in a car that could go super fast, hyperspeed. It would be imperceptible to everyone around it unless you were to actually jump in another car and go at the same speed. And if you were to match the speeds, the car that was going at hyperspeed would actually appear to be standing still because you're at the same speed. So now spirits in other dimensions, beings in other dimensions, and all of the in-between starts to make a lot more sense when you come at it with this point of view, because there can be things vibrating in different frequencies that we're completely unaware of. Remember, we can only see that 1%. And there's an exception to that with the people who are displaying more psychic abilities, being able to see auras, spirits being more commonly seen. So I think that's going to change over time. And the music we listen to vibrates at certain frequencies as well, because everything is vibration. And that's why you can listen to a sad song and it can make you feel sad, or you can listen to a happy song and it makes you feel happy. So it's very important, and I try to pay attention to what I listen to personally, just because it can actually change how you feel. Music can change how we feel. We're vibrational beings listening to vibrational tones all around us. Direct effect on us, our mood, and our biology. I'm going to include some video links in the description to some other YouTube videos that are very helpful in going further into this topic, especially with music and sound. And I hope you enjoyed this brief episode on vibration, what it is, and how it can affect us in our daily lives. And please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon so you can be notified when the next episode comes out. I appreciate it. It takes time to put these videos together. And with that, I'll catch you guys on the other side.